Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well and happy, and that maybe even the sun is shining wherever you are. It's a beautiful day here in Palmerston North, so hopefully I can manage to get outside a little later in the day. I decided to do a bit of a video clip at the end of the week this week, just to muddle things around a little bit. I can see that some of you have been in and had a good look at Ngā Aroha Whaiwhaiwhahua, the self-review guidelines there, and that is fantastic, and there's some really, really good summaries of that document. It's a bit of a shame really that we have to cover that document so quickly, because it is a complex task, self-review, and it's not something that is easily understood or even well carried out in the sector itself. Certainly that's coming through in the ERO reports at the moment, and I know a number of services who've been told that they really need to step up their game in terms of self-review. Part of the reason for that might be that this beautiful document, Ngā Aroha Whaiwhaiwhahua, came out, was published, it was sent to every early childhood service in the country, but there was no actual professional development that sat alongside it. So it meant that for many places it's become a document that sits on the shelf that they don't really know about, and that heaps of teachers haven't even seen. I certainly found that out firsthand myself when I was a professional development facilitator, and that often I'd say to services, oh, well, how are you doing your self-review? And it was really quite a slap-happy or haphazard way of carrying out a process that's actually really, really important. As you'll know from the readings this week, it's important not only in terms of identifying what we need to be improving, but also celebrating what we're doing well, and also providing a documented evidence of why we're doing things the way that we are, so that we can look back over time and see how we came to the decisions that we have, and what else we took into consideration along the way. Now, one of the key parts of self-review is around gathering data, whether it be in the teacher inquiry model or within Ngā Aroha Whaiwhaiwhahua. And I just wanted to take a minute or two, maybe no longer knowing me, to talk about the ways in which you can be gathering that data. Data can be anything. It's a way of piecing together what's happening already. So what you have available to you is almost every single research tool that is available, both qualitative and quantitative. So you can go about using surveys. You can ask families and community to fill in surveys. You can do interviews. You could pick a few. Maybe it's if there's a parent committee, they're voted in to represent the community, so that could be worthwhile interviewing those people, as well as I would always go for some other families who perhaps aren't involved at the committee level, but will have points of view that you want to hear. So interviews, surveys, you can do what's called data analysis. So you can go back and look at written documentation, so looking at the philosophy statement, looking at policies and procedures, looking at minutes from previous meetings, anything written down that can be used as data or as evidence for your self-review. Of course, photographs are another one. Talking with children, seeking children's perspectives on things. I know when I was in a setting in which we were undergoing a major playground review, we spoke with children about what they wanted to have in that environment as part of our data collection. You can carry out observations over a period of time using a range of observation tools. You can try changing things and documenting what happens. All of those kinds of tools are available to you. So it is really important that you think about how you can collect as much information, or gather, using the words from the Aroha Whaiwhaiwhahua, how we gather information from a range of sources in order to be able to make the best decisions we can. So once we have that range of information, then we start to analyse it. We start bringing it together and saying, okay, what does this tell us? That really needs to be a collaborative effort, and it needs to be documented. So we need to be writing down, okay, this is what we've gathered, all of this information here, and this is what we think it tells us. This is and the direction we're going to take. And it's really important to do that, because if you go off and you try implementing those things and for some reason it doesn't work, then you can go back to the analysis and say, okay, we've missed something, or we've gone off on the wrong tangent. What did we look at? What have we missed? What do we need to do differently? So it provides thorough, robust self-review provides a trail or a track so that we can see how we've come to the decisions that we have, and provide us with some evidence that we're making good decisions about curriculum, about our environments, about how we spend our funds, and those kinds of things. So yeah, self-review is actually a really exciting process. I know it doesn't sound like it when we first start thinking about it, but it's an opportunity to think about what we do and how we do it and how we can be doing it better, which, you know, that's something we all should be thinking about. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I am off next week visiting some of our grad students on practicum, so I will be available by email, but there may be some delays, but I will definitely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye.